Here we are. Somewhere in Pennsylvania, somewhere near Reading, Pennsylvania. And we're walking around the property of what used to be the homestead of Daniel Boone. I got excited when I saw the name. There was a sign. I was on Route 422. And there was a sign that said Daniel Boone Homestead, a half a mile this way. The Daniel Boone Homestead. Boy, a sign would be nice. Wouldn't a sign just explaining the property? There's a visitor center. It's only open on the weekends. They have bathrooms, and they're locked, which means I'm gonna have to piss the way Daniel Boone did back in 1730 is when his dad moved here. Let me get some fun facts. Daniel Boone's dad, actually, he lived in Abington, which is a suburb right outside of Philadelphia. And this property is 250 acres. And Daniel Boone's dad was like a blacksmith and he did all types of things. And it looks like this house, it's made from like riverbed rocks. I got excited because I for a minute I forgot Daniel Boone. I confused Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett. Oh, this is old glass. This is really old glass. Yeah, I got really excited because I was like, oh, I'm going to go see his house. And then I started singing the Davy Crockett song. And then I realized Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone were not the same person. See, there's a little cabin. So I guess these have to be one of the oldest buildings in Pennsylvania, right? The oldest building is in a cabin. Looks just like this. It's from the 1600s. Oh, this gravel field. Walking on gravel and flip-flops. Man, my kingdom for a sign. This looks like new glass. Oh, look, see, I told you his dad was a blacksmith. And that's where they did the blacksmith stuff. It's farm. Hashtag farm. Ooh. All right, so this is the barn. And some of the stuff on display here is from one of the owners who bought the property after Daniel Boone's father got rid of the property. And this stuff from the 1800s. Don't smell too bad. And this is the Bake Oven Smokehouse. Daniel Boone. This is the Bertolette Cabin. And it is one of the earliest 3 German-style houses in the existence of Berks County. That's where I'm at. It was built in 1737. And it actually didn't originally sit here. It was actually when it was originally built, the home was built 5 miles from here and was transported to this location in 1967. Look at this, a sign. And I'm going to a Reading Phillies baseball game, so I have some time to kill. And I was getting ready to walk back to the car, and I was like, well, I don't think I'll ever come here again, so I might as well just spend 20 minutes Maybe find out one fact about Daniel Boone, besides the fact that he's not Davy Crockett, and the fact that he lived here, and the fact that his visitor centers only open up on Saturdays and Sundays. And they have this little building off to the side. I'm not risking poison ivy to find out, but there it is. There's that little building. You know what Daniel Boone did in that little building? Well, if you do, let me know in the comments, because there's no signs. Signs, looking for signs. I wish they were blocking up the scenery, filling up my mind. I don't understand why people dislike signs. Who sits here? When people ask me, where am I from? I always say Philadelphia and not Pennsylvania. I just don't identify as a Pennsylvanian, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta tell you, I'm so scared right now walking down this trail in the middle of a, Pennsylvania. Who knows? You ever see that movie Deliverance? That's what I think about Pennsylvanians. Not Philadelphians, Pennsylvania. Oh, we got a new building. Wally Gator? Hey, look at this. Okay. Yeah, I never understood why TLC said don't chase these things. Ain't that pretty? Oh, we got a sign, and I think we have a grave up here. Man, every time I think I'm getting ready to head back to the car, something new and exciting pops up here in Daniel Boone's place. This is the Turk Cemetery, and they lived here on the Boone house from 1770 to 1808, and Samuel built the farmhouse near the site around 1812. Look at this, John. He fought in the Revolutionary War. There you go. My phone isn't getting reception, so I tell you, I'll give you some inside information. Sometimes I'll Google where I'm at and I'll read some fun facts while I'm walking around a location, and that way you can learn something about that location. But I can't. Ooh, is it? No, this was a mill. Oh wow, look at this. Ooh, this is so cool. Oh, I love this shit. Oh, look at that. Oh. What you're looking at is the Bert Olette sawmill. This is a water-powered sawmill, and it was like a power saw, and it ran off of water. This is the parking lot. This is where Daniel Boone, back in the 1700s, this is where he used to drive his car. Daniel Boone made the lady swoon. He ate lunch at noon. Sometimes I hear people say, oh, I wish I lived at a simpler time, right? I wish I lived in like the 1940s or 1950s. And then this making me think like the 1950s, Davy Crockett, the Davy Crockett song. Yeah, that was like the #1 song in America for like 3 years. That's how dumb the people are. You know how dumb the people are from the 1950s? They used to fly on airplanes wearing 3-piece suits. People are like, "Yeah, what are you talking about? It's so much worse now. People wear pajamas." Listen, I am not trying to impress you on Southwest Airlines, right? Daniel Boone, he didn't impress anybody. I mean, actually, he impressed me today. His dad did. His dad owned this. Probably don't know if Daniel Boone. I mean, God, my kingdom for a sign. So what you're looking at there is the Boone house. It evolved from a one-story log cabin. Daniel Boone was born in the log cabin in 1734. His family left this area in the 1750s, and they moved to like North Carolina. Is a portrait of Daniel Boone, who Boone was a leader among settlers in opening new parts of Kentucky and resisting Native American raids. Uh-oh. Yeah, Daniel Boone came back and visited his home in the 1780s 2 times. Apparently when he died, he didn't have a whole lot of money. And right now this whole area is owned by the Pennsylvania State Park. And you can come here during the day, and they have picnic areas. And views that aren't, what does Camping with Steve say? Not too shabby. And it looks like they're having a big event planned for this area for the 4th of July. So check out the website, I'mNotDavyCrockett.com.